Hi, I'm Brett Parker, Multimedia Specialist for Snack Food and Wholesale Bakery. And today we're highlighting Belly, a baking brand that offers collagen-infused and gut-friendly baking mixes. From collagen brownies to banana bread, pancakes, waffles, and more, Belly offers smart ingredients sure to please any health-conscious consumer. Here to discuss this with us is Jenny Larsson, founder of Belly. Jenny, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
So I know the creation of this company is tied in with your very own personal health journey. Can you explain the initial inspiration behind Belly in those terms?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was diagnosed with celiac disease, meaning that I have to follow a 100% gluten-free diet. Um, and that diagnosis came, it's been about 17 years ago now. So long before anybody else was on a gluten-free diet, long before it became, a mainstream diet. And what I found after adopting a gluten-free diet was that even though I was eating 100% gluten-free, I found that I still was not feeling very good. So personally, I dealt with all sorts of different symptoms, including migraines and headaches, psoriasis, digestive issues. And so after way too much trial and error, trying to figure out maybe what else I needed to eliminate from my diet, what it came down to at the end of the day was really just ingredients, the quality of the ingredients that I was putting in my body. And I think there's a general misconception out there that just because something might be labeled or marketed as gluten-free, there's a conception that it's going to be healthy for you. When in my experience, in reality, there can still be a lot of really inflammatory, processed, bad for you ingredients hiding in a gluten-free product. So, what I found was just stripping out those processed ingredients, the things that you really don't know what they are when you're reading an ingredient label, the fillers, preservatives, dyes, gums, all the things that you would never ever have in your pantry. When I stripped those out and really just stuck to the real, clean, natural ingredients that our bodies can recognize and digest, I found that all of those health issues that I was dealing with just seemed to melt away. So the problem I ran into though is that there's not a ton of truly, truly, truly clean label products on the market. Like I said, a lot of them have preservatives in them, other artificial ingredients, artificial sweeteners. And so I was doing a lot of cooking at home. And I thought, well, what the heck if this diet has managed to change my entire health, really my life? I figured other people have to have a similar experience. And so that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to take this to the market and see, what I can accomplish here from a brand perspective. Because I know if this has helped me, that it'll help other people too. And then I guess also just to kind of like close the loop on collagen too. You mentioned we have collagen in our products. I began adding collagen peptides into my smoothies, into my baked goods, just kind of wherever I could into my diet because it's really, really great for digestive health. So yeah, taking care of the lining of the digestive system and just promoting a healthy gut. So that was something that wasn't already being done in the market. And so I figured that was a good differentiator for us and something, again, I knew if it was helping me, that it would help other people out there too.
Well, speaking of ingredients, I wanted to focus in on the wide range of smart ingredients that your products use, and specifically what makes them so special compared to similar products on the market.
Yeah, absolutely. So I pride myself on having this a very small list of ingredients. So at the top of our packaging, it'll say made with 6 gut-friendly ingredients, 7 gut-friendly ingredients. So keeping that ingredient panel as short as humanly possible was really like mission number one. Something that I did that really helped in my health journey was keeping a food journal. And so that process involves writing down basically every single ingredient that you're consuming and then keeping track of how you feel after you eat. And so if you're eating a baked good that has 25 different ingredients in it, it makes it really hard to figure out which of those ingredients is the problem if you find that you're not feeling good after you eat that cookie or brownie or whatever it is. So that's really what I was trying to do from an ingredient perspective is keep the list as short as possible and keep the ingredients as familiar as possible. So we use coconut sugar to sweeten our mixes as opposed to like an artificial sweetener that you haven't heard of. From a flour perspective, we use cassava flour. So that actually comes from the tapioca plant. And that's just a great gluten-free, grain-free flour. Other than that, we're using, baking soda, sea salt, all ingredients that should sound really, really familiar to a consumer, and then collagen peptides on top of that.
Well, speaking of collagen, I know it not only has digestive benefits, but it also helps with beauty and muscle joint benefits. Could you explain scientifically why it's so good for the human body and how that rubs off in your products?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's kind of fun about using collagen is in the products is that I was leveraging it from the gut health perspective, which I think is actually maybe one of the lesser known benefits about collagen. What makes collagen great is it's amazing for so many different things. Like you said, I call them like the beauty benefits. Like shiny hair, strong nails, clear skin, helps prevent wrinkles and then joint support. It's like 96% protein, so it's very, very high in protein, great for like muscle recovery. So collagen is the most abundant form of protein that already exists within your body. However, as we age, our body produces less and less collagen, and that's why it becomes so important to supplement collagen. So through powders or pills, or in my case, through a cookie or a brownie, just a new fun way to get more collagen into your diet.
What are the biggest challenges you faced as a snack brand owner once your business began to expand?
I think just getting the initial traction, and I will never complain about there being competition in the marketplace because I absolutely love seeing so many healthy snack brands entering the market, because that is what we as consumers need. We need clean options on the shelves, and consumers need to be able to walk into the grocery store and pick a product off the shelf and trust that the claims that are on the packaging are true and that the product is going to be made from clean ingredients rather than right now. I think consumers have to do a lot of research on their own to figure out what is a truly healthy product versus not. So, never going to complain about the influx of healthy brands entering the market, but just getting traction, is difficult. I've talked to a lot of other food founders, and one thing that one of them told me that really resonated with me is like the first year in business, it's all about just going from like 0 to 1. So you're just like trying to be scrappy and just get those first initial customers, those first initial orders. And then from there, really trying to expand. So yeah, but honestly, I've had the time of my life building this brand. It's been so much fun. I've learned so much along the way. So I can't complain about any aspect of it, but it's a lot of work, but that's okay because I'm having a good time.
Well, how do you picture Belly expanding over the next several years? Are there any new products on the way you can tell us about now?
I have big, big dreams for for Belly. So definitely we'll continue to expand our line of baking mixes. I do have a couple of ideas in the works. I'm trying to figure out what our audience prefers more. Do they want more of like the dessert type items, or do they want more of like a breakfast type selection, muffins, or we've had a lot of interest in like a pizza crust. So really just trying to give our current customer base what they're interested in. But from there, I absolutely want to expand out of just baking mixes. Grab and go is hugely popular, being able to just grab something off the shelf and consume it right away. So I do have some other ideas, but I think for now, just trying to get the initial retail footprint, customer base established, and then we will continue to grow from there.
Fantastic. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Jenny Larsson of Belly, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.
And thank you all for watching.